Hello and welcome. In this video, we will show you how to work with arrays and matrices in the R programming language. An array is a structure that contains data of the same type, whether that's strings or characters or integers. Arrays can be multidimensional as well, so the data can be contained in multiple rows and columns. In order to create an array, we'll first create a vector using the C command. Afterwards, we need to use the array function. The first argument is the vector we just created. The second argument is a vector that specifies the dimension. In this case, our array will have 4 rows and 3 columns. Notice that the elements start to repeat at row 2, column 3. This is because our original vector only had 9 elements, but the array size is 4 times 3, which is 12. To access an element in an array, we need to specify the element's index. So for example, say we wanted to extract whiplash. Whiplash is in the first row and the second column. All we need to do is specify the row and column in square brackets to get that particular element. We can also extract an entire row from the matrix. To do so, simply type the row you want in the square brackets, but leave the column empty. As you can see, the output is the entire first row. The same can be done for the columns. Leave the row empty and type the column you want to extract. In this case, we've extracted column 2 of the array. A matrix is similar in structure to an array. The main difference is that a matrix must be two-dimensional. Starting with the movie vector from before, we can use the matrix function while specifying 3 arguments. The first argument is simply the vector, while the next 2 arguments are the number of rows and columns, respectively. So in our case, we're building a 3x3 matrix. One thing to note is that by default, the matrix is arranged by columns rather than rows. We can change this by adding the parameter byRow equals true, and you can see how this changes the organization of the matrix. You can access certain subsets of the matrix with the proper notation. Consider the piece of code here. This is telling R to extract the values that are in rows 2 to 3, and in the columns from 1 to 2. The output is the subset of the array whose elements fall into this row and column range. By now, you should understand how to create an array or a matrix and how to access the data. Thank you for watching this video.